you actually contributed to this business?
Well, I'm going to tell you a true story. Those kind of people actually weed out themselves. I had a girl, I wish I could think of her name. She actually wrestled for TNA for a little while, and I called her up, and I said, we're going out to Pierre, South Dakota, and then we're going to drive down into southern, into that, I don't know how good you know we're going to be Iowa and South Dakota and Minnesota kind of bumping the tri-state down there. So I said, we're going to go to South Dakota on Saturday night. Then we got like a 5-hour drive on Saturday to go down to that little corner down there by Iowa. And then we're going to come back, we're going to drive all night, Sunday night to get back home here by noon the next day. Now, when I wrestled in my day, we drove from Minneapolis to Chicago. We drove from Minneapolis to Minot. It's 500 miles one way. We drove from Minneapolis to Winnipeg, 540 miles one way. Now, I took this gal, and she wrestled my daughter, and we were like, we have a van and a big, big trailer with all the ring and all of that. And you know what I heard for about 24 hours? Nothing but whining and whining and whining and whining. So like I said before, those kind of people with that kind of attitude, they're not going to last in this business anyway. Because I called her a month later. I said, would you like to go on a little road trip again? And she hung up on me.
Wow.
And I pay pretty good. I mean, next to other promotions, I pay 3 or 4 times as much to my talent as other.
And here it is. You guys had to put on hell of a mileage going from one city and one territory to the next territory, and having to buddy up and having to shack up in this hotel, or some of you even had to live in your car or sleep in your car overnight, and you have somebody whining and complaining.
We still do that. But and then, now, like I said earlier, sometimes if we meet somewhere, we drive 4, 6 in my big, I got a great big 1-ton van, It's nice. It's got the AM, FM, and it's got the air conditioning. It's pretty nice. But we got to pull that big-ass trailer behind it with the ring. So when we get to the town, including me, we all pitch in. We got to put the ring up. We got to put the sound up. We got to put the lights up. Somebody's got to do this. But because of the money and we try to take care of everybody, it's not a bad deal. Plus, if I bring somebody on the week, they're going to get paid for they'll get paid Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, like I said before, I take care of them the best I can, and I have a little bit of a reputation, so I don't have a hard time getting workers, Do you remember Eugen from the WWE?
Yeah.
I brought him in for 11 nights in a row here last year.
Awesome.
We had a heck of a good time. We chased all over. We started in Illinois, went into Iowa, we came up to Minneapolis, and then I sent him home the following. He came in on Thursday, and I sent him home the following Sunday. We had a good time.
Wow.
Remember the guy with the Boogie Man?
Jimmy Valiant?
I love that guy. I brought him in for a weekend show down in Illinois. We had a great time. What a gentleman. He's a Christian. He's a great guy. The guy that eats the worms,
Well, I really appreciate. I've kept you longer than I said I would. But rockandrollwrestling.com, that is the website, and I definitely urge all of our listeners to check that out.
Well, I tell you what, if you want to, you keep my number. And you have another open date in a week or 3 or a month or whatever, you call me again and you talk to my daughter. She loves the business, and she'll tell you all about her 10-year career also.
Absolutely. I would definitely like to do that. I could talk to you for hours. Definitely. I'd definitely like to do that. And I really appreciate the time that you've given us and our listeners, and definitely please, everybody, check out a very, very nice website, rockandrollwrestling.com. Of course, legendary rock and roll Buck Zumhofe.
Well, you guys, thank you very much. And like I said, keep my daughter in mind. Maybe down the road you got an open spot, give her a jingle, and she'll tell you her little career. She's done well for herself. And bless you guys. Maybe we'll see you all down the road.
And thank you, Buck. Absolutely. I'd like to. I'm gonna contact her because I want to get her on in November.
Okay, you give her a call anytime. Office hours. We're here during the day.
All right. And on behalf of all wrestling fans, we'd like to thank you for all that you've contributed to the business, and thank you for entertaining us. And we definitely have to have you back.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys.
All right. Good night.
Yep. Bye-bye.